Hi everyone, so today I'm doing a pick a card reading on the next big opportunity that is coming your way. So take a look at the cards below, see which one resonates with you the most, and go to that pile. The background I have not figured out yet. I still need to meditate on that, but whatever background I use, you will see in the link below as well. And you could go to that to see if there's additional signs and synchronicities for you, or to just listen to and meditate on. And that's what's going to be overlaid in your pile. So I will see you at your selection. Bye. Hey, pal number one. Okay, let's talk this through. We have the Hanged Man as the card that you chose, all right? So the first message that I'm getting is it's okay to daydream. And I'm getting an emphasis on clothing or on material goods. So if you've been collecting things, if you've been you have an idea of some sort of product you want to create, or you just have this creative fantasy, or you want to have, you know, some sort of product that you want to sell, or it feels like a hoarding mentality. So it's a lot of something that you've been doing. And from the outsider's point of view, it might not quite make sense. Let's say you have an item that you want to sell, but there's not a lot of movement in product. Or you've been mapping out how you want to start, designing a piece, but then you don't have the relationships with, distributors and all that to get the products that you need to create it. It's something like that, where it hasn't quite materialized in the way that you want it to, or the way that you dream that it would. But Spirit is giving the acknowledgement and the okay to continuously work on this and daydream about it, because the opportunity that's coming is for Spirit to lead you to that next chapter. They're not guiding you on the next chapter. I mean, they're always there for you, but I'm saying you will be a leader in this next chapter of your life. But in this, there's a lull in this where you just worry about keeping your mind happy, keeping you up, positive thoughts and optimistic and confident in yourself, and continuously dreaming of what's next while taking those practical steps towards it. But don't overextend yourself, don't exhaust yourself, don't push yourself to the point that it redirects you or distracts you into something that you aren't really inspired by. Allow spirit to take the lead and not control the next chapter of your life, but to guide the pages to turn to that chapter. The opportunity that's coming for you, they're saying, is doors are available for you, right? Opportunities are available to you where you're actually going to be, once again, this is how I'm seeing is, I'm gonna turn it into a love reading, okay? But this is just an example so that you understand where I'm coming from. So let's say you are newly on the market and you are finding it difficult to find a viable partner. And so Spirit saying, continue to figure out what it is that you want in a connection and go to places that you feel you would find these quality partners. Don't give up on that, because there's going to be a time coming up where all eyes are going to be on you, and you have the opportunity to start something completely fresh and completely new, where the offers that are coming to you are serious offers, and you're going to have to be flexible with your time to extend yourself to these different dates in order to figure out, who you want out of all these dates, basically, is what I'm getting at. So if you look at that in the business sense, it's like you're going to be so busy in the near future. You're going to be so busy in a good way. You're going to be happy about this. But it's as if it flipped. All that mental energy that you've been using is now in the physical. Now you're actually having to do it instead of just think about it. Like going from the hanged man to like cutting this rope off his foot and boots on the ground, moving around. And I noticed too this halo around him, right? That bright yellow light, and I'm seeing that as the sun, right? The sun card. So very, very happy, and how that follows you even when you flip right side up off of this, when you start having to take action, because the event that's happening where spirit puts you in this position of being very busy is going to naturally cut you down from this tree. And that sunshine, that optimistic mindset, that positive mindset is going to follow you through these experiences. And I'm hearing slow and steady. So even though you're going to be really busy, it actually feels like this opportunity is a surprise, where your options are going to be available, like daydream, and options. It's like as many daydreams as you have, you're going to have as many options or more. And so what's actually going to make you happiest is a surprise to you. It's a surprise to you because it feels like it comes out of nowhere. it feels like a strange encounter or a strange offer that you didn't even realize could be an option. It's like if you, let's say this is a new example. Let's say that you love fishing, and so what you're daydreaming about is a new boat, and you're like, I want to start doing deep sea diving, or I want to, when I've only been, in a little John boat, so I want like a huge boat. So then you're dreaming of all these boats and yachts and everything, but in truth, what you really have fun doing is, I'm gonna make it a little friendlier. What you really enjoy doing is, like kissing the fish and then throwing them back in. Right? So it's not really the act of fishing or anything. But then what happens is a merman comes out of the water and hands you a fish. And you're like, I did not even think this was an option. I didn't even realize I could even think a merman existed, and then someone could just hand deliver me a fish, and so do you see how like totally unexpected that is? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here, where you're getting exactly what you're looking for, but it comes in the form of something that you don't even see as a possibility for you. As it is not on your radar at all. And this comes in right after Spirit turns the chapter and you start realizing you have to spread yourself among all of these options. And I'm really focused on my hands, like hands of potential. That's what I'm getting. Really, really, really focused. Yeah, right. It's like you are the star. You're the leader. You are it. And you're very happy with the options that you have. But something really unexpected is going to come in and outshine the rest of them. It's like, let's say that you have this particular product, like a cardigan that you want to sell, and you were so focused on it and you were making 50,000 pieces, and then all of a sudden you come up with this idea of a dress, and that becomes it, like that becomes your main seller. But then the rest of them, like, you see, it's like you put so much energy and thought and love into it. One doesn't outshine the other in your eyes, and even in other people's eyes. But for some reason, like that, it's different. It's different. Anyway, so that's what I see. It's an opportunity for you. I heard ring of potential. It's a ring of potential. It's a complete potential that's coming in for you in the form of you allowing yourself to continuously daydream, but productively daydream, and keeping your options open, and Spirit turning the page for you. And then you taking the initiative to do something with this added work or energy or attention, and then this other secondary opportunity comes in for you. So it's double. You're double dipping here. So that's what I see, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey, group number 2. So you chose the Tower. This is going to be a specific message for someone out there, that if you have a roommate or just someone that has been living with you that you've been helping out, they're going to find a new place. So that frees up space and time for you to do whatever it is that you want in the privacy of your home. I'm also seeing a return of jewelry or a return of something that belongs to you. And I'm seeing an opportunity of change and recognizing the blessing in change, recognizing the blessing in the perception of things stagnating, and kind of feeling like, I feel like there's some sort of karmic agreement that's taking place in your life currently, or you've just gone through, because this opportunity that's coming in for you is for you to recognize the blessing in this contract, some sort of karmic contract where you're seeing the truth of divine timing. You're seeing the truth that opportunities that belong to you will never truly pass you. You're seeing the truth in why I'm seeing someone that's, it's like an in-law, like if you have a mother-in-law, or just, I'm just seeing this extra energy. There's like a third party energy here. So the opportunity that's coming in for you is an opportunity for this energy to leave your area or leave your energy field. It feels like this was a karmically contractual thing for you. It feels like a very delicate situation, or it feels like there's something about the word delicate that's being highlighted here. So either this is a delicate situation where feelings are involved about kind of the interaction with each other, or you have like a very sensitive soul, and so there could potentially be this worry with you of, you know, you're very protective of yourself because you know how sensitive you are, so you try and shield yourself in potentially hostile situations where it's like, I don't want to hear anything bad. I don't want to hear anything that's going to upset me because, you know, I'm already fragile, right? Emotionally fragile. And so there's something along the lines of that here. You know, and again, with this like third party energy, there seems to be some sort of fear, stress, some discomfort that's associated with that. But again, the opportunity is for that to be cleared. It's positively cleared. It's like the answers are coming in for you. It's like whatever answer you've been looking for, you've been praying about. So it could be answered prayers about them being released from this situation, some sort of tension being released from this, or it's you getting the answers that you're looking for, and also that confirmation and that it's a feeling of kind of feeling at ease, comforted, knowing that things happen for a reason and knowing what the reason is, and that you don't have to feel rushed or pressed for time. It's like, well, time's getting in the way, or I can only handle this for so long because, you know, you've potentially structured something in your own mind of how long particular things need to take or what kind of direction it needs to take. And what Spirit's saying is, in truth, you can plan things as much as you want, but that doesn't negate Spirit's timing, divine timing. Like that's fine. You can do that all you want. But if divine timing has a purpose in this, then that's how it's gonna unfold. Spirit's much stronger than our rational mind, and you'll feel safe in that. You'll feel safe in seeing the truth in why this happened in the way that it did. And I'm getting a big feeling of you feeling different. There's a change here. So you're either, I'm seeing it in multiple ways, like someone who's been working on their appearance or their health, or someone who's been seeing something in one way, and then it's a way, both things have not been working for you, is what I'm saying. That's emphasized here in the Tower, right? The foundation that doesn't serve you falling down, and fate coming in to reestablish and reinstate that faith and belief that everything is actually okay, and that was a good thing. And so that's what I'm seeing here is, you know, you can even identify this as a new wardrobe, right? You're moving into an opportunity of I would look into the spiritual meaning of emerald, but I'm seeing it in two ways. It's an emerald, and then when silver, or like what is it called? You know, it turns kind of green. And they're showing me it like, I don't know, it's like, what is it called? Is it on silver that does that, where it turns green? Or like, but it doesn't matter. They're showing me like how fake jewelry does it, okay? They're showing me fake jewelry doing that, and then you realizing it was fake, and how from your first reaction you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, and you have a sinking feeling. But in truth, when you really look at it, then you start seeing it's actually very beautiful. You start really appreciating it. It's changing your perception, because the public's perception is what you naturally kind of adhere to. But then when you adhere to what you actually like, you're like, you know what, that actually looks really cool. You know, I could do a lot of stuff with that. You know, I can make little designs or something with it. Like, that's awesome. I like it, actually. Because you're moving into a place of a unique expression. That's the new opportunity for you, is releasing some lower energy, some interfering energy that has blocked you for a reason. Okay, this was meant to happen. It was a contractual thing that was blocking you from really expressing your true nature. And so now you're moving, and it's emphasis on karma. It's a karmic contract where you're supposed to have been involved with this, you know, in however way this is. And it feels like they were picking your joy. You know, it's like something that could be left to be admired. They're kind of showing me like a sunflower, right? And you're the sunflower, and this person keeps picking you. And so the moment you're picked is the moment you start to wilt. And instead, they could have left you and admired you from afar and let you cast your gaze towards the sunrise and the sunset, right? And they could have appreciated that about you, you know, and learned from you by watching you show them where the sunrise and sunset is, and then to watch you evolve and turn into little sunflower seeds, and the birds enjoying you, and the butterflies coming when you were in bloom. And I'm just seeing like all the birds that are attaching to your stalk. Like, there's so much for you to offer the world, and yet there was an energy that seemed to try and rob you from that. And they're saying that's not going to happen anymore. What society may deem as difficult. You know, it's not you being difficult, but what you've experienced, or your circumstances are somehow difficult. What you're gonna see is a blessing in it. Your opportunity is that this is no more, and you're gonna rise and shine in the way that you're supposed to, the way that you've always meant to, at the time that you're supposed to and meant to. You are not too late to the ball. You are right on time. And again, with that ring, that's what I'm seeing. Once again, this ring, it brings me back. Wasn't that earlier I was saying there was something being returned to you, and it was reminding me of jewelry? There's something very unique about you, something very special about you. And it's gonna shock you. It's gonna shock you at how much you learn to love this aspect of you. And that's what I see. That's your next opportunity that's coming your way. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hey, group number 3. So the card that you chose is the 4 of Cups. And so that's kind of where I see your energy at in some ways right now, where it's almost as if you've been working for a very long time. I'm talking like, this is years and years. This actually feels a lot like an overworked parent, or I was going to say even a single parent, or you know, there's some sort of energy that is connected to children here, where there's going to be healing that's coming in for this. There's help, assistance coming in for this. There's relief coming in for this, financial relief and time. There's a feeling of having alone time, or time for self-care, time to rest, time to just focus on yourself coming. And what I see with it is this is coming in the form of something that you're doing. It's like if you were working and working and working so hard at your job, and you're wondering, when is the payoff going to happen? Or if you're working on your relationship with your children, it's like, when will there be some sort of breakthrough? And what I'm seeing here is Spirit is coming in with an opportunity for you, okay? But this opportunity has a direct correlation to what it is that you've been doing for an extended period of time now. It's as if the truth about why you've been doing something for so long gets revealed to you, and the truth of the answer being right in front of your face this entire time. And it's going to be almost comical to you, or actually probably very funny to you, of like that relief where you just want to laugh. That's what I'm getting here. An idea that I'm getting, or like an example, is you collecting these 3 cups, and these 3 cups are full of sand, and you're just frustrated because you have 3 cups of sand, and you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? Plus they're heavy. Now I'm just gonna sit here under this tree. It's almost like kind of not really giving up, but feeling at your wit's end. And then Spirit comes in with a cup of water, and that's that aha moment. It's like this epiphany. Spirit, the opportunity that comes in is an opportunity through an epiphany. And this epiphany is this cup of water. And now it gives you that missing formula that you needed. You have the 3 cups of sand. Doesn't make sense. Now you have a cup of sand, 3 cups of sand, and a cup of water. Now you're using some sort of creative twist in your head of, these are my tools in front of me. I can propagate these flowers underneath the tree. And that directly connects me to the 6 of Cups card. And it's that effort being returned to you tenfold. I'm seeing it in multiples. It's like tenfold, eightfold, ninefold, sevenfold. It like goes down. So it's like 10, 9, 8, 7. It skips 6. Skips the number 6 for some reason and goes to 5, then 4. So it feels like multiples and multiples and multiples of, I just heard dreams come true, like your dream coming true. And it feels like, honestly, they gave me this image of someone at the farmer's market, and they're selling like cups of sand because you've planted the seed and you've watered it. So it's like, and you're confident, you're like, yeah, I got the coolest thing ever, you know, like you have no doubt about what you have. You're like, this is really important, this is really special, this is really amazing, this is really cool. And so you could be potentially doing something like that, which I could see the connection with like children, because little seeds seeds and children. Or it's like you're proud of your kids, like you finally have the time or the energy or the resources to get them into extracurriculars and they're amazing at it, like something that would help them grow, right? Just like the plant would grow. And or your connection, your relationship will grow. And I'm hearing the truth of the matter. That's what I'm hearing, the truth of the matter. So you're going to get to the truth of something. And someone's going to be very honest with you. So it feels like someone's going to be honest about your, whatever this is, whatever the subject of this is. And it's going to be a compliment, a good truth. And that's being highlighted because it's going to be a significant point for you. And I'm seeing the numbers 4, 44, and 444. So if that is something that you've been seeing repeated for you, then that's extra confirmation. Otherwise, I would look into the meaning of the angel numbers there. I'm hearing the stars falling, but stars aligning. So I would also look out for shooting stars, or maybe something, maybe that's going to be like a magical moment for you, is like a meteor shower, shooting stars, I don't know why I heard origami too. Origami. It's an opportunity for you to learn something new, but it's learning something new about yourself and your skill set. Again, it's an aha moment. It's like whatever you're consistently working on, it's going to click. There's going to be a missing piece or something that you've been overlooking that's going to propel you forward. It's like that bow. It's like a bow, and that's kind of how you're feeling, is like you're kind of stuck in a situation, or you're even pulling back because you're getting exhausted, right? So it's like, when does it ever end? When is it over? And what's happening, Spirit is saying, is they're actually, you're the bow and arrow, right? The bow, you're being pulled, you're the arrow, and your situation is the bow, pulling it back and then releasing you, and you jumping like tenfold, eightfold, ninefold, so on and so forth. It's not like little baby steps. It's like overnight. Like once you get this information, or once you get this figured out, there's no stopping. It feels like this is skill developing. This is what you've been doing, is developing your skill. Because they're showing me with one of the businesses that I was involved in, where this particular business, it took many years of just starting from the ground up. And, you know, with the majority of small businesses, you start and all that money has to go back into the business, go back into the business until eventually, you know, it blows up in a good way. And so that's what I'm seeing here, is it's finally going to pay off. But the opportunity that comes in is some other piece to this formula, some other answer to this formula. And when you get it, you're going to know, because it's just going to be effortless. It's going to click and you're like, exactly. It's been here this whole time. I don't mean that you're overlooking it, by the way. You're not overlooking it. It's like someone who's trying to solve an equation, someone who's trying to figure something out, and then you finally figure it out. So that's what I see for you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.